Peace family, and welcome back to the Blockchain Economy YouTube channel. I'm your host, and as you do know, we do space steady mining, the world's second largest cryptocurrency known to man, that being Ethereum. Something that I want to raise with each and every one of you watching here and subscribe to my channel. I do see that we do have over 100 subscribers. Thank you very much to each and every one of you guys. And what I want to talk about is that at the end of the day, family, we do see that digital is the future and it is becoming the way to go. We already have so many banks motivating us and encouraging us rather to do online transacting instead of using cash. And we do see now with all of those developments of the coronavirus, we see that we are now forced to stay indoors more and more and interact using our digital devices. Life is switching over to a more digital type of living. So what does that mean for cash? I mean, at the end of the day, we do see that banks are motivating us, family, to start using electronic transactions more and more. Because at the end of the day, if you want to see where the world is going, you can't be asking the everyday person on the street, because at the end of the day, they are not the decision makers or the policy makers within the financial sector. After some digging, done some research, and I realized that now in this past week, Standard Bank has said that 99% of its transactions are now all digital. You have a whole multinational company called Standard Bank telling us straight up that most of the transactions happening on their banking system are now digital transactions, meaning that people are now opting to use digital instead of going for cash. So at the end of the day, the blockchain will become the future and our money will now live on the blockchain instead of living in banks. So at the end of the day, what does this mean? It means that all of the banks are going to be pushing us to be using digital transactions. So how many banks do we have in South Africa, family? What do they have to say about the blockchain? Because they are the industry leaders. At the end of the day, they decide policy and how we interact moving forward. So I do have an article shared here on screen, and I will be dropping its link in the description box. So just reading the top section of the article, it says, and I'm reading it right here from my tablet, what it says is this. It says, Standard Bank said 99% of its transaction volumes in South Africa are now cashless, a trend that has helped the country's largest lender buy assets to cut its costs. Standard Bank's chief executive, Sim Chabalala, that's the man right there, said, "What we've seen is an incredible shift to electronic ways of doing things. The pandemic and ensuing lockdown coaxed Standard Bank's customer into switching to digital banking." So with Standard Bank saying that they see that their customers are switching over to digital banking, what does this mean to you and me, family? At the end of the day, this is what they want, because like it says right there at the end of the first paragraph, it has helped them cut costs. We know in the business sector, the most important thing is keeping your overheads low while keeping your profit margin very high. What do you think Standard Bank is going to do now that they see that 99% of their customers are moving over to a digital platform? Well, that's just one